Hello guys, so let's solve today's Leetcode challenge. Most beautiful item for each query. This is the question. Items I, price I, BTI denotes price and beauty of an item respectively. We are given a zero indexed array queries. For each query, you have to determine the maximum beauty of an item whose price is less than equals to the query which we are on. If no such item exists, then we have to return the answer to that query as zero. So we have to return an array answer for each query given in the question, and where the jth answer is the answer to the jth query. So let's just summarize the question here. This is given to us: price, beauty, ID, array queries. And we have to find maximum beauty of item whose price is less than equals to query of I. Return answer array with answer j giving answer to j query. This thing we have to return. Now let's work through what exactly constraints are given in the question and what we need to satisfy. So here it's given the length of both the items and queries array is 10 to power 5, and this price and beauty of query is like higher power, it's of 10 power 9. So one bottleneck I can gather from this is the solution will not work for O of n square time complexity. We have to get an optimal solution with at least O of like n log n range time complexity. So let's just walk through to the brute force approach first, because then you can easily deduce ideas to make some changes in this brute force approach and convert it to a more optimal approach. So let's just take the given example. This is the items 2D area and this is the queries. We will start, like, we will name this first as price and beauty, second element in the area as beauty, and we will call this each element as query Q. So let's just traverse it from the first element. This is 1. So we will iterate through the items array as a whole, compare this and this, and check if the price is less than equals to query. If it is, we will just update our max beauty variable and move ahead and check this again. So this one is greater, we'll move further ahead. Same, checking this with this. So we will repeat this process for all the n elements in the items array and m elements in the queries array. So the time complexity we will get here would be O of n cross m, and we will store the results in this answer array. So let's first write the code for this brute force approach. I'll just declare it. Now iterating to all the queries given to us. I'm just gonna initialize my max beauty for 0. I'm doing this because even if there is no query possible in the array where price is less than query, I have to return 0 as it is mentioned in the question. That's why I'm taking this, initializing this variable to 0 so that I don't have to change. Now for price and beauty in items, We can do this in Python. If our price is less than equals to query, I have to update my max query variable. Max query, maybe. After all of this, I'll just um, append the answer of that query to the answer array for each query. After this, I'll just return the answer array which was asked in the question from us. Let's run. It had no compilation errors at least. Now, why is it taking so much time? Okay, let's just wait for it. See, we got time limit exceeded because of the constraints here. Like, it's too huge to come up in an O of n cross m time complexity. That's why we got this time limit exceeded. Now, let's walk through towards our optimal approach. So here, one thing I can think of is sorting the items array. So I'll just with the p value as our determining factor, because basis on that only we have to return the answer in our query. That is the limiting factor. Now, and nothing is given about queries. So even if in this example we are seeing queries array as sorted, it is not mentioned in the question that the queries array will always be sorted. Like, this is just one case of the example. Suppose I don't sort these queries array, only I sort these items array. Then I will select the first element first, and again same, walk through the items array and find out that this is the first um, sub this is the first item where price is less than equals to query, and by reaching here we see that now the condition is not satisfied. Again we will go for this second one, and from the start till the second one. So basically we are doing repeated work here. So again, if we find the element at the last, and we have to traverse the whole items array, and for the next element also we have to traverse almost the whole array. So worst case time complexity would still be O of n cross m in this case too, where we are only sorting the items array. I don't want that. I want something in the n log n range, even in the worst case time complexity. So one thing is for sure, we have to traverse this query array as a whole, because that is what is asked. We have to do each query once, and what the answer we get from that query, we have to return in the answer array. So we cannot like skip traversing the whole query array. But what we can do is, while we get the answer of each query, we can reduce the time complexity here. So for doing this, I will just sort this query array and then initialize a max variable. start off with the items, store the max value wherever I'm getting it in the max variable. Here for the first query, it is 2. So I'll just write 2 here and 2 here. For this second one, this will be the bottleneck. My jth pointer will be here and ith pointer will be here at first. And then I'll moving it ahead. My jth pointer will be here now. I'll compare these two again. They are less than equal to. Then I'll compare these two and they are not. J will move here and they are not satisfying the condition. So I will update max with 4. I will move here. J will remain here only. For this query also I'll write the answer. J will remain here only. And then I'll compare the price and query again. Equal, equal, not equal. So J will reach here. This I'll return as 5. 5. Now I'll go to the fourth query. J is 5. So it's already not satisfying the condition. But we have already stored the previous max beauty value in our max variable. So we don't need to do it again and do the work again. We can just copy paste whatever the value is present in the max. Now our I will reach here. Same here, like it's less than equal to satisfying condition, so we will move J again. It has reached out of bounds, but still we have calculated all the previous queries. So the answer would be 6 here. The last query. And checking out again, it's out of bounds, the J value. So we don't have to compare with anything. Just take out the value of max and store it as our answer for the query. So this is how we have solved this problem in O of n plus m plus n log n plus m log n log n plus m log n time complexity. Now it will pass all the tests. Let's code it up. I'm just going to sort the items. The default setting is the first parameter in Python. So it will automatically be sorted using the price value. So now I have to sort the queries. So first of all, I would just convert it to a pair of query and indice for query. As it's given in the question that for jth query, we have to return the answer of jth. So that ordering of indices is important. And if we sort it, we are just basically not fulfilling that condition. That is why we need to store the index also, so that we don't forget for which query is their answer. Sorting this. This will be in place sort, and this would create a copy. That is how it works in Python. And initialize a result array with length queries. J pointer is 0. And my max ag variable as 0 again. Now for query and indexes in query, while j is less than length of items, and items of j comma 0 less than equals to q. So we will just update the max beauty variable from max beauty items j comma 1. No, j plus equals to 1. Now if this a loop inner loop does not work, like suppose j is greater than length, like equals to length of items, like it was here out of bounds. So at that ith query, I need to return whatever max beauty value is there. If this will not run, max beauty would not get updated and it would be 0, which is what we need to return in such cases. After this, I just return my result and run it. It is passing all the test cases. Okay, so this was it for today's Leetcode challenge. Please like and subscribe my channel. Let's meet tomorrow. Bye bye.